Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my United Nations of Earth playthrough. So the first thing I'd like to address is there was a comment on one of my posts by Black Sun who said he would like me to name the any colonies I got in the Asgard system to something along the lines of the Norse gods. I had already recorded the next episode where we ended up with Las Veritas as a colony here in Asgard, but I have decided to rename it to Mjolnir. He did want me to do it as the Norse gods, but looking at this system with a shattered world, a broken world, an asteroid belt that was probably once a planet, like a couple of nanite worlds and a gas giant, you know, this place looks like Asgard post-Ragnarok, the destruction of Asgard. So I don't think the gods would be around anymore. So we would just name it after things that kind of fit with them. So I figured for a mining station over a broken world, yeah, we're using Thor's hammer to break up rocks. But we are about to get into a war with the Zakplot Vestige again. And I have claimed one system. I probably should have just gone ahead and done another humiliation war to give myself more influence so I could get more done. But I'm kind of getting tired of these people, honestly. And I want to at least start getting a foothold. I don't know if I'm going to claim any more systems this war. I may wait until after this war is over and I have this system so that I can claim 3 of their colonies a lot cheaper next time they attack. So I'm just going to do this slowly, you know, step by step. It'll be another 10 years from when this war ends before they can attack again. And by then, hopefully I will have the influence saved up to be able to claim a couple more systems. But I'm not going to hand this one over just right after this war. I want to make a little bit of progress. It all depends on what my allies do as far as claiming systems, because the Urzo and the Hazar Commonwealth are both bordering, so they could be doing claims this way and claim some of these systems. If they do, yeah, I may end up being able to wipe out the Zakplot Vestige this war, but I think they're going to buckle pretty easily. But let's see which way they were going. Are they still moving? Yes, they are headed to this system and then probably to Andrusa. So our other fleets will probably meet them. After they leave this system, I'm going to go ahead and move in here and then cut them off there. Hopefully by then all of my fleets will be here.
Research concluded.
First Fleet and Third Fleet and Second Fleet are still en route to this location. We do have a little bit of a following. I think I will stop in Daglon before I move up. And I actually should have had the troop transports follow them because of Andrusa, but I'd rather take their capital, honestly. So we have transgenic crop 6 for more food from jobs, and are now working on nerve dampeners 8 for more army health. And one thing, I think I edited out, I did put Petlin. I keep calling him Pelton, it's Petlin. Petlin back in here because he was a materials specialist, so yeah, he gets the higher bonus for materials. They keep stopping. It's like they can't decide what they want to do. Looks like the other fleets have already jumped the gun and jumped in here before me. Well, that fleet right there... Oh man, that's not going to end well for them. They've got a fairly large transport fleet, but they have a fairly small fleet. Now, there was another fleet warping in. Yeah, these fleets are not gonna perform too well here. I think we need to move in to support them. So let's send the Kunlun in. And we will send everybody who is currently here in. And our transports. Actually, no. We will hold off on the transports. I still have a few immature specimens who have not quite made it, I don't think. Well, they were in the system, it appears. Yeah, they were all in Loril. Everybody had made it to Loril. And it looks like everybody has made it to Daglon. And we do have someone following us, the Wind. So yeah, let's go ahead and push on to Andrusa. And if our transports take their capital system pretty quickly, we can send our transports along with a few ships to clear out the little star bases along the way. They do have 2 colonies here. They only have a 3K garrison there. And this one also has a 3K garrison. My transport fleet is 3K as well. So hopefully it won't take too long to actually take the system. But yeah, it looks like the League of Brian States jumped the gun on that. Let's keep an eye on them. Apologies for the break here. As you see, the time jumped a couple of months. I got interrupted by a phone call, and when I went to mute it, I didn't realize I was still recording after the phone call, so when I went to start recording again, I ended up stopping the recording. And I didn't realize it until after I did my maintenance a little bit, Empire maintenance a little bit late, that I was not recording at the time. But before I get back to a quick update of what happened in the last few months, a quick public service announcement about this phone call. It turned out to be a scam. The callers claimed to be from Publishers Clearinghouse, wanting to send me a wire transfer of some sort. That's an absolute scam. It's always a good idea when you receive a phone call or an email or a text to verify it by some means. Usually you can do a quick Google to see if it's a known scam. But if it's from a company you do business with, like say your electrical company or your whoever provides your internet, if they call you and say that they're going to upgrade or something like that, always get the information you need from them, and then tell them, if they ask for like account identifying information, do not give it out to people who call you. Only give it out to people you call. So tell them, thank you for the offer and all that, hang up, and then call the company about it. That way you know you're in contact with somebody who's not like spoofing the caller ID and stuff. You are in or go to their website and do it. Never click on links in text messages or emails. If you get a text message or email saying something about your credit card company, you need to follow this link to verify something, go to your credit card company's website and verify it. Don't click on a link in your email. Most of this crap is scams. As for the Publishers Clearinghouse one, Publishers Clearinghouse will never call, email, or text you about a prize. They'll never ask for money for you to claim a prize. Publishers Clearinghouse will only inform you of a prize through a certified mail letter or by showing up in person with their pizza patrol. They will never call you, they will never email you, they will never text you. And they do not do the wire transfer crap. They bring you a check, a certified check. So just watch yourself on scams. There's a lot of people out there who will want to take advantage of you. Don't fall for it. Don't trust anyone's word on it unless it's someone you contacted that you know is linked with the company. Don't accept incoming calls and emails and think that, oh yeah, this is the company contacting me. Tell them, no, I'll call you guys back through your official line to get in touch with you. Guard yourself out there. There are a lot of people who will take advantage of you. Now, what happened, I saw that the League of Brian States had jumped in ahead of me here and were already starting to engage. They had a very small fleet that is now almost completely decimated. So I jumped the gun and decided to come in and help support them because their fleet was only like 60K. And so I pushed in to kind of help them, but I don't think I arrived in time. But the battle is now joined here. I think I have already lost a few ships, maybe not. And since we were engaged with their fleet here, I went ahead and pushed First Fleet on here, but I did not realize Second and Third were not following at the time, so First Fleet is in here by themselves, which is a little unfortunate. They're going to take some heavy losses being by themselves. But yeah, the war is now officially joined. The Hithians have already claimed this system for me. And the Fire Tribes of Kel, Hazar, and Pirak, and the Hithians, Brian States, and all of that have all moved in to claim these, get these two systems, and have them under their control. But nobody is still actually claiming the systems. Which is unfortunate. Actually, that has getting this system, I think, has reduced the cost of this one. No, it's still 100. But yeah, we're going to proceed and watch this battle here. And I actually want to watch the Zakplot Vestiges fleet. Not like that. Not like that. Come on. Click on their fleet. Watch how this one goes. We have them outmatched, I believe. Where is their... They have their escorts. Where is their Titan? Is it all the way at the bottom? Got one of their battle cruisers already. I don't see their Titan at all. Yeah, their Titan is gone. Ha-ha! Oh, I didn't mean to close that. They ran away. I don't know where they think they're going to flee to, but they are gone. And I did manage to save their fleet, but not by much. I mean, they got completely decimated because they charged in first by themselves. Alright, we got that battle. Let's see. They didn't have a Titan in that fleet? And I lost one destroyer out of all of that. Fourth Fleet has extra destroyers, so I don't need to replenish that. I can just transfer one from Fourth Fleet to Sixth. Let's see. Transfer ships. And I want the one of their destroyers. Let me actually look at the fleet manager. They have they have 12 and 6. And it's supposed to be 10 and 6. So it's a Vancouver we actually need, but we're going to have to transfer one of the Tbilisi out. So let's go back to 4th Fleet, transfer ships, not transfer to a new fleet. I'd like to transfer to an existing fleet, but I think the way to do that is to select 4th and 6th. And maybe we have the option to transfer. Nope, it still says new fleet, so we've actually got to drag and drop. we want to transfer one of the Tbilisi, the Yokohama. There we go. Now we can go into fleet managers for these. 4th fleet, drop that down to 11. 6th fleet, convert this to a Vancouver. And drop it down to 10 again. Now we do need to upgrade that to fix it. But that's one destroyer taken care of. 1st fleet might end up losing some ships, in which case I will, and I can actually, once I get the Juggernaut over here, refit it here after this has been established. But we're actually going to go in orbit of that star base with none of my fleets actually have damage, so 4th fleet can go ahead and start bombarding the core. 5th fleet can start bombarding the core, and we will have 6th fleet. Where is upgrade fleet to the latest designs there. And then take our immature specimens. Actually, we need to actually put the Kunlun in orbit there. It actually has bonuses to orbital bombardment. And we will take our immature specimens and also put them in orbit of that planet. Now, Admiral Bufka and Admiral Pandemial gained a level. There was one other pop-up that happened when I thought I was recording but wasn't. I had a message from the Science Nexus over here, the Groik Nexus, but named after its inventor. The Science Nexus has a neural bank containing the brain of one of our finest researchers integrated into its main drive, allowing it to operate at an increased speed. That was what happened. I had a pop-up about them saying they could upload the brains of our scientist into a Nexus that would assist in the research, and they only had one person. The list of volunteers was really, there was no rush of volunteers, because in order to do that they had to pull their brain out and put it in a tank, and their body would die, so they would just be a disembodied brain. But there was one volunteer, Petlin Underos, and I'd been calling him Pelton for the longest time, but his name was actually Petlin. Petlin Underos volunteered. So I went ahead and accepted that because it was his choice. He knew the risks. He volunteered. My options were to tell him he was needed elsewhere and his decision didn't matter, basically, or say that this whole thing was unethical and avoid it. But he volunteered. So it gave us a slight boost to our science, 50 points in every category for the Nexus. And he died. So we had to end up replacing him. I found a new scientist. Again, this combination of cyborg and psychic will not be available in the latest update. But yeah, I got Pash as a scientist to replace him. So I did find where someone else had posted a screenshot of the dialogue. Yeah, Dr. Groik and her team have invented a neural bank, an organic computer that stores and harnesses the collective cognitive power of all brains that are uploaded to its drive, greatly improving our research speed. But there's one hitch. To function properly, the uploaded brains have to be extracted from the subject's bodies and placed within a tank of conductive fluids. Since our bodies cannot survive long without a brain, subjects will have to leave their material existence behind. As expected, volunteers have not been lining up. So far there has been only one, and ours was scientist Petlin Underos. But yeah, here was my options. No, they're needed elsewhere. That would be unethical. Or upload his brain. And that did kill him and give us 50 to every category. Now, it has renamed it the Groik Nexus. And Petlin, who was leading my engineering, is no longer with us as a individual scientist. He is now part of the Nexus, and it was his choice. And he was cybernetic, so he knew the risks and all of that and decided to do it. And he's not actually dead. His body may be dead, but his brain is still preserved in the Nexus. So he has become part of our Nexus now. But now, back to the combat with those interruptions out of the way. First Fleet did suffer some losses already. Alright, so we lost some destroyers. We lost a Chittagong and a St. Louis. So I can go to 4th Fleet and separate out one of my destroyers. Let's take the Kathmandu. Let us change this to, I guess, a Chittagong. Have it refit. Let's actually go to that fleet. Have it refit at the upgrade there. And after it upgrades, it will go merge back with First Fleet. So First Fleet should have its Chittagong back when it gets there. But yeah, we lost 4 destroyers and 4 corvettes. Shot down strike craft and missiles. Did any actually hurt me? No, we got all of their strike craft and missiles. They shot down 3 of my strike craft, but I guarantee you, ours got through. Oh yes, ours got through. Yeah, our Amoeba Flagella, our advanced strike craft. Did we not have any missiles? We had neutron launchers, but I'm not seeing missiles. I guess this fleet did not have any missiles, oddly enough. Between these 2 fleets, there should have been some missiles. But I'm not seeing any. Oh well. And so now we can have 1st, 2nd, and 3rd just enter orbit of this starbase, because they are going to need repairs. First Fleet is, the others are fine. Wait a minute. Oh, Second Fleet hasn't actually moved here yet. Or, yeah. Second Fleet's not actually in the system yet. No, they're right there. There's 3rd. Did I click the wrong 2nd? Yes, I did. I clicked the wrong 2nd. You are supposed to be upgrading 1st. So yes, it's this 2nd Fleet. They're still following 1st. I hate it when they use names I already have for their randomly spammed fleets. This is 2nd Fleet. Keep it named 2nd Fleet and don't use that name. Yeah, they already went in to deal with Ulm as well. This is going to be a relatively quick war, I believe. I don't know how long it's going to be before their fleet pops back up.
Research concluded.
And my immature specimens are actually bombarding the planet. We have research focusing arrays 13 for energy weapon damage, and are now working on flash coolant 11 for energy weapon attack speed. Visari Alliance is in a commercial pact with the citizen state of Hazook. If Zorak are in a research agreement with the Garanshu. Now, I could turn around and claim this system now. I have enough influence to do it. I have about a year and a half. Yeah, let's see, 360 would be a year. That would leave me with 210, which would be another 9 months. No, that's another 7 months. So I have 19 months before we have to make this vote. So 18 months worth of influence would be another 200 just about. It would be over 200. It would be 216. So I could spare the influence to claim this system as well. That will also delay how long this... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That will also delay how long it's going to be before our war will actually be accepted, because we're now claiming a lot of their systems. So yeah, that'll make this war last a little longer. Where is my transport fleet? What are you doing? You are just idle. Where? Oh, you went to the planet, didn't you? Well, that's good. You stay right there at the planet and land when you are ready to. Why are you not upgrading? Is it because the Kunlun kept moving? Upgrade to latest designs. 6th Fleet is preparing for upgrades at the Kunlun. Why am I preparing for upgrades at their... that's not the Kunlun. I'm preparing for upgrades at the wrong one. Cancel your order and upgrade at the Kunlun. For some reason I was chasing down one of the Brienne's ships trying to upgrade there. And I overshot July 1st. If Zorak have another gateway. Still no more minor artifacts from running the slots. I've got a couple of things out there because I was getting close to cap on my resources. A couple of trade deals out there. Alvathari completed a gateway. All these ships zipping along here. Alright, First Fleet is now fully repaired. I can send First Fleet to help bombard the planet that I have my other fleets around, which is Andrusa Prime. The Awoken were happy with the alloys and minerals I gifted them. That was about a 200 value trade, and I asked for nothing in return because I am trying to help them grow. I'm about to gift them a couple of systems depending on how many I can get claimed during this war, when this war is finalized. Hopefully the war will last longer than the Senate is in session, so I will have time to be able to oppose this and then build up enough influence to throw some more claims on there. The Sonderthan were happy with the little bit of food I gave them. They only wanted about 5,000. More than that did not improve the value of the trade, so there was no point in sending more.
Ship upgrades applied.
Alright, so that little second fleet is now fully upgraded. I can have it merge with First. And it says it's merging with First, so it better remain First Fleet when it gets there. Holy Gagasi were happy with the food I gave them. Urzo built another gateway. There's their fleet. It popped back up over here. Still does not have a Titan. I don't believe I got the achievement. Let's see. Titan. No, I did not get Defeat a Fallen Empire's Titan fleet with a Titan of your own. And they are without a Titan now. So I did not get that achievement, so apparently I was not the one that destroyed their Titan. I know their Titan took out one of my Titans. And I guess that's why, because the fleet was without a Titan when it ended the war. Or ended the battle.
Ship upgrades applied.
Alright, 6th Fleet is now fully upgraded. And the only one I believe that is still missing... Why does this one still say it wants 186? I forgot to adjust it when I pulled that last one out. There we go. All of my fleets are at full strength except for 1st. That is missing 4 more destroyers. 1 is on the way, so I would need 3 St. Louis class. So let's go to reinforce the fleet. Oh, and the corvettes. We've got a Chittagong along the way, so we'll cancel that and have it do the reinforcements for the others. And when 2nd Fleet merges with it, that other 2nd Fleet, that one right there, when it merges with it, we might need to readjust the number of ships wanted in that. I've already explained! Reroute the power converter to the auxiliary manifold. No, not that power converter! Must I do everything my... Oh, customers! Welcome, please! We bear many goods. We have many wares, all carted safely through the stars for your convenience. They still offering a destroyer. I'm not interested. I do like the racket, though. They're fun. What's your fleet doing? Repairing? Hazar did another gateway. Oh no, your fleet is headed to here. They have enough fleet power to deal with you. I'm going to stay bombarding this planet. Let's actually check on the planet. Yeah, they're still at over 3,000, though we have gotten one of their armies beaten down a little bit. Fire Tribes of Kel built another gateway. Oh, the system they're headed to is this one. There's a small fleet in there. Yes. I think 4th, 5th, and 6th need to head to this starbase to intercept that fleet. And some of our reinforcements are already en route. I did manage to get another minor artifact this round with the slots.
Research concluded.
We have Matter Compression 2 for more armor hit points, and are now working on High Density Munitions 9 for more kinetic weapon damage. And we no longer have to swap out any scientist. We can leave these 3 in here pretty much from here on out. Although, wait a minute. Yeah, actually Vash is better at propulsions, because he not only gets 15 per propulsions, he gets another 5 for being a cyborg. So yeah, we will still swap out Vash when we have a propulsion right now. Alright, they just moved into the system. They were moving out. Where are our fleets? Our fleets have not quite made it to jump over. They're turning around to intercept. Very brave of them,
Our
considering
station is under assault.
their fleet power. Powerful communication arrays have been added to the Strategic Coordination Center, enabling our strategists to issue orders to our ships throughout the galaxy. These state-of-the-art arrays are powerful enough to burn through any possible jamming, and the quantum entangled signal is utterly unhackable. Vingralian Trium is back here. Offering refunds betrays a lack of confidence in your products. We have full confidence in our products. Food storage containers for research, not interested. We just completed another stage of the Strategic Coordination Center. With the final edition of Detached Hostile Force Simulation Bastions, the Strategic Coordination Center is a definitive megalith of national security and military planning. It will end up giving us 12 extra platform capacity and 2 more. We're about to get 2 more starbase capacity. This will add another 2, so we'll have 4 more starbases in the end. And 15% sublight speed. But that's going to take about 5 years. Matter of fact, it's 75 or 85 days short of 5 years. That's just a little under 3 months. Yeah, that's very brave of them, of the Hazar, to turn around. Actually, that's the Fire Tribes. They've just got a... Yeah, that's not a Hazar. It's very brave of the Fire Tribes to turn around and engage a fleet that is triple or quadruple their strength. But we are coming in to assist them. Got dividends from the Manticore. They granted us another little fleet to test out. Whoop-de-doo. Let's make your home base Lawam. Have you return home. Yep, you're going to be in nebulous transit. Because for some reason they're giving us to us. They're giving their fleets to us in the center of the galaxy. I don't know what they're doing in the center of the galaxy, but so be it. I don't know if we're going to get in here.
We have lost a spaceport.
Before they are... Yep, now we're in here. We lost the outpost, but we're about to reclaim it.
Engaging hostile forces.
Why are you guys here? I want you to enter orbit of that one. Right now I can't give them orders because for some reason they followed 4th Fleet. Alright. Now you are moving to the Atrapan system. Now you 3... Yeah, you claim that. You do have some damage. Did you lose any ships? Yes, you lost quite a few ships. We'll send you back to the Kunlun after we reclaim this. We did not lose any battleships or... Well, yeah, we did lose 1 battleship. We lost mainly destroyers and corvettes. That one we took heavy losses in. We did shoot down a lot of their strike craft. None of their strike craft appear to have actually gotten through. So we got all of their strike craft. Our missiles and our strike craft got through. Even though they shot down 599 of them, it wasn't enough. Admiral Bufka, and Admiral Bufka gained 2 levels in that. Nice. Alright, system is now ours again. 4th, 5th, and 6th need to turn around and go back here to the core. They'll get repaired at the Kunlun when they get over there. And they also need to reinforce. So let's see. 4th Fleet. I should have the materials to do all of these and 6th. No fleets are in need of reinforcement. That means 2nd Fleet must have already merged with 1st. Yes. And it appears it did not. It counted it as the Chittagong I needed, so I don't need to adjust the fleet size. We still haven't dropped their garrison size down much. It's taking us a long time to bombard. You know, if it wasn't throwing these fleets into nebulous space, I could use them as reinforcements, but as it is, all my reinforcements will be here before they get back. So I'm just going to end up scrapping that fleet as well. It is not going well for the Zakplot Vestige. We fully control all systems except for Atropatene and, of course, Rink Bakun. We have already taken all of their other colonies. This place is fully under our control, except for their 2 colonies in their home system and the 1 colony over here, because we haven't even been to that, but all the other fleets are headed that way anyway. As a matter of fact, let's take, well, I've still got 1st Fleet on take point. We'll keep it there. 1st Fleet is now headed to Atropatene to assist in the bombardment over here. So hopefully we can take their home system. Just about done with the habitat in Istrum. Who died? An admiral, Franz of Blue. 1st Fleet's admiral is deceased. So we need to recruit a new admiral. Alright, we have a cyborg, 2 adaptables, and a cyborg with scout. I kind of like that. So we will get Fizz Pendig. That is a Solorum Variatus. Welcome to the war. Oh, their fleet's back already. It's now down to less than 40k. That fleet, the Fire Tribe's fleet, should be able to handle it. They've got 9 escorts and 1 battle cruiser left. And they moved into this system to take them on. My outpost is probably going to get turned. Istrum Prime habitat is now complete and ready for colonization. We lost our outpost, but I'm pretty sure the Hazar here, or the Fire Tribes and the Hazar, are going to handle it. No, that's just a transport fleet. But I'm pretty sure the Fire Tribes will be able to take them out and get that system back to me. So the Susquehanna has gotten all of the mining areas here. We're going to send it back to terminal egress, where it will start on other areas. Now, I am going to need, since there's not really much more industry I can do planet-side, I'm going to need some factories to churn out consumer goods, habitat-wise, because my population is continuing to grow. So let's see, we have 2, that's going to be a research station, but we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because there's 4 in the outer ring and 2 in the inner ring, so 6 possibilities. We could make all of them basically refineries, since it's an even number, or a number divisible by 3. Let's go ahead and enter orbit here. So what we want is to start looking at some of these other places that had odd numbers. Like Elon, it has a reactor, a research. New Troy was mining. This one could be commercial. So this guy in Yilon will be my next habitat, actually. He will go there. And we will make a factory station in this one, since we are starting to run low on consumer goods. Now the Australia 2 is going to go ahead and colonize this one. Let's see. This is going to be another mining habitat. And we will go with random name here. Delgovicia will be our new mining colony there. And I have not yet started upgrading more star bases. I'm not that worried about it just yet. I'm going to hold off until peacetime, I think. Or at least until these 2 star bases are done, so I can put the 2 new ones on hotkeys. I could cut down on my number of constructors. I don't really need so many constructors anymore. But I don't like getting rid of ships. Now we're less than a year away, so I'm going to have to hold off on my next habitat. How are you guys doing?
A new world of opportunities awaits.
They took back the system for me. Looks like Third Armada took a little bit of punishment doing that. Let's see. That colony will take about 8 months. No real point in looking at it right now. I'm not sure what is still being constructed. It looks like Luam is still working on a battleship. And that may be it. I got a little luckier on the slots this time. I'm up to 9 of the 100 minor artifacts I now need. Look at all of those fleets converging here to help bombard the capital. Oh, what is that? It looks like one of them has brought a dragon. They've got some damaged fleets. There it is. Nope. That's just a fleet without a leader. Boy, this is a huge list. There it is. It is the Uko Praknar brought their dragon, their Eldrake. I wonder if they grow up through experience. I am going to have to delay the next habitat a little bit. Because I am going to need my influence within the next 9 months, 8 months now, to sway this decision. League of Brian States has completed a gateway. Their fleet has popped back up yet again. It is weaker now. They've got 4 damaged escorts and 1 battlecruiser. Not much longer now till they are completely decimated. I keep using the term decimated. That actually originates from the Roman Empire. Decimation was taking 1/10 of the enemy's troops and executing them. So, doesn't quite mean what you would think it would mean. It basically means knocking them down by only 10%, not completely annihilating them. The term has changed over the years. Alright, someone go deal with them, please. Let's see, they're only... Maybe I should see just how good my specimens are. Let's send 4 dragons to protect this system and see how they do. Yeah, my base wasn't fully repaired, and it looks like they have descended. Oh, they took out my shields quick. They took the system. That system is currently, yeah, it's theirs. It just didn't show an icon or anything yet. They took no damage doing that. Now where are you guys headed, huh? Oh, I overshot July! Ah! They're moving now. Looks like they are going to a different system. Here come my dragons. Let's see how evenly matched they're considered an even match right now. Let's see how well they do. One of them... Oh, the black tide came in with us. Is the battle over? Not quite. Why am I not seeing their ships being destroyed? Do we have that bug where the ships remaining are invulnerable? Because I'm not seeing any damage happening. Alright, let's... Our resource storage is full for minerals. I should have sent off some trades. I'm just going to sell some real quick. And we are going to exit to the menu and reload the game. Because it does appear like they are no longer taking damage for some reason. And I do not like that. Thankfully, it doesn't take too awfully long to reload. It's fairly quick, actually. And again, if you ever get this bug where it seems like your opponents are completely invulnerable, all you have to do is exit out of the game and back in. Now, that's a little bit more difficult in multiplayer. So this bug could be catastrophic in a multiplayer game. Yeah, they're taking damage now. None of my specimens died. They have numbers. 192, 193, 194, 195. That's interesting. But yes, none of them took damage at least. Or, I mean, none of them died, at least. Let's see if they've actually taken damage. We'll get down to our military fleets. No, they appear to be fully healed. Well, that one is missing some hull. Yes. Or armor, rather. So one of them took some damage. We'll just move them all to this base. Hopefully they can regenerate. I would like to think that they have regenerative hull tissue. We can actually check that this way. No, I can't see the numbers, but I can see where the bar is. Let's just select that one. I can see where the bar is, let time pass, and see if it's increasing. It does appear to be. Yes. They are regenerating. So we will just leave them here to intercept their fleet if it pops back up over here. Because their fleet is now relatively weak. The Ivzorak have declared me their rival. That is a foolish move, because now I can declare you my rival. And that's more influence per month for me, now that I have a rival. Yeah, the immature specimen is showing that it is being repaired. It says being repaired 100%. It's not 100% repaired yet. It's only like... Well, if we count the hull and the armor... I guess its armor is probably a small fraction of its hull. Sent out a handful more trade
Research
deals.
concluded.
We've got nerve dampeners 8 for more army health. Are now working on nerve dampeners 9 for yet more army health. I sent a little bit of food to the Darbalans. Having problems finding people who are still interested in food. So I decided to give some to... minerals were... the Awoken didn't have much room for minerals, honestly. Only about 2,000 was about all they needed. I am building up supplies faster than my allies that I'm giving them to are using. I formed a commercial pact with the Uko Praknar. Finally got up high enough to be able to do that. I sent a lot of food to the Visari. They were one of the ones that did have room for plenty of food. And a little bit to the Holy Gagasi before they were capped. All in all, I'm just trying to be friendly.
A new world has been colonized.
Alright, first thing we're going to need is the Hollow Theaters. And I need to designate this a mining station. It already says it's designated because it has astro mining bays, it assumes, which is correct.
Engaging hostile forces.
Really? Where? None of my troops are over there. That's my allies. Garanshu accepted the minerals I offered them. We've actually got the garrison down below 3,000 finally. We have enough fleets here. Look at this absolute mass of ships surrounding the planet. I mean, that is just... Oh my lord, how many ships are right here, are just compacted into the area. We have blotted out the stars with our fleets. Tezekians broke off their research agreement with the Tilinesti. And we are rapidly approaching the time at which we will need to... Yeah, it'll actually be next year, though. So it'll be in January that we have to worry about making sure that this fails. I know why it said we had engaged the enemy and then cut off, because I believe now that we control most of their systems, the only place that they can really have their fleets reappear is here. So I believe it was our starbase that took out their fleet as soon as it popped up here. Because I did see first, second, and third and all of these stop bombarding for a second. They'd probably turn to engage, but then the fleet was either fled or was obliterated. Most likely it immediately fled because there was no combat report. No luck on minor artifacts this cycle. Alright, need to stop this about a day away right there. It is currently going to pass. We need about 112,000. So let's go to the Senate floor and see what favors we can call in. And let's sort it by diplomatic weight. Unfortunately, we did not max out our favors with the... That's 115. That's all we need right there. That should make it fail. Because we only need 112,000. That's 115. Yes, it's going to fail tomorrow. Now that we have done that, I do not have enough influence to start a new habitat, but I do have enough influence to start upgrading one of these another level. But I'm going to hold off on that. I do want to get another habitat under construction before I use my influence for anything else, which will take about 6 months, I think. Yes, we were able to get the repeal to fail. And I can actually use an emergency measure if I wanted to. but I want it to take another 2 years. The Urzo still can use their emergency measure. I want it to make another 2 years before that. Now, how much would it cost to get the enable veto power? 150. And I'm actually going to save up 150 to propose them to be my subject first. So after I get the next habitat under construction, my next 150 will be to propose that the League of Phemisto becomes my vassal or protectorate. And that is going to affect our XP here. As you see, we've made barely any progress in all of this time now that we've gotten back up from the Sonderthans being kicked out. Oh, the Hazar have some pirates. They're moving to take care of them. Okay, so they have it under control. I cannot believe with all the gateways you all are spamming, you all still have piracy. That does remind me, though, I did build 2 new star bases. Cybrex Alpha. Now, it would go straight to Earth. Let's go to trade routes. Yeah, it should be going straight to Earth. Yeah, that's fine. So I might have a minor bit of piracy here. Yeah, that means I probably would need a gateway in Cybrex Alpha, or actually Procyon and Alpha Centauri could be my next 2 star bases. That would get rid of any potential piracy there. So yeah, now that I have decided where my star bases will be, let's go ahead and get them there. This is where the Strategic Coordination Center is. That's going to be a military star base. And this will be able to take... I actually do not have a transit hub here at all. Okay. So that would be a transit hub for Alpha Centauri. Now if we go back to the other starbase I built, which was Asgard, it is going to terminal egress. No, it needs to go to terminal egress. Right now, it is trying to go all the way to Earth, so we will just have it go to terminal egress. There we go. Now, there will be some slight piracy here, but it has a huge amount of piracy protection, base protection. I will probably just end up building a gateway there eventually, or one of my later star bases here. So yeah, I may do this system and Istrum as my last 2. Let's see, no, this one probably doesn't need... Well, no, this one will have a lot of habitats. What is that? Am I going to be... Is that glitch where I'm seeing people port in no matter which system I'm in? Yes. Okay, so it's one of the systems I'm seeing somebody transport in. It's probably a system where combat is happening. I gave some minerals to the Visari. That is fully repaired. Let's see, 5th Fleet, they are slowly repairing, I think. There is a regenerative, it looks like they are slowly repairing. Let's see if we can find an actual damaged ship and see if they are regenerating. Doesn't appear to be.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
So I may need to tell 5th and 6th to repair at the nearest starbase. They could repair at the Kunlun. I don't know why they're moving. Let us go to them and see if I can find the Kunlun in all this mess. That's not mine. That's not mine. There's mine. Alright. Enter orbit of the Kunlun. It can repair you. We completed Flash Coolant 11 for energy weapon attack speed and are now working on Shield Harmonics 8 for shield hit points. And I think I actually do have somebody who is better at field manipulation. Let us see. Yeah, he gets 20 to field manipulation. So we will put Kutrok in there. And we'll actually swap out this guy for the Mentat and put this young guy who is giving very little bonus in the Asimov that is just at Earth, which doesn't really have a lot of research to boost. Now this fleet should return next month, and then I will start sending it to the black hole system of the scrappers to be salvaged. Intel on the Ivzorak is falling. Why is it falling? Because we are now rivals, so we have lost some diplomatic packs, and my base intel is a little bit lower. Don't really want to perform another action there right now. So it'll actually be the 30th before I can give them orders. They'll reappear on the 29th and then actually become available on the 30th. So 5th Fleet can now go back to bombarding the planet. Let's do a quick check on the planet and see what the Army's level is now. Still just a little under 3,000. Takes a while to beat down their defensive cast. They are very tough. See, they have 562 health, and they do 5 to 10 damage. Let's look at my transport fleet. Yeah, they have almost as much health, my Churk do, but do about half the damage. The Churk have more health because they are lithoids than most of these others. Let me check some of the special ones. The Cybrex Warform has a lot more health and does a lot more damage. The Xenomorphs have more health and do more damage, about double the damage. But yes, for the most part, their units are a lot better than mine. Xenomorph is only regular because I didn't have a military base there. Robotic assault armies do about half the damage, but they have more health. And 6th Fleet can now return to bombarding the planet. Where is that 10th Fleet? There it is. We are going to give them orders to go to Varanus Black Hole. It'll take about 4 months. and then I can salvage them. Granshu completed their science nexus. It's in the Chiminol system. Oh, that's a border system. If we ever actually do go to war, you're going to lose that pretty quickly. Oh, I can get an extra Titan now. So let's go to 2nd Fleet. And add a Titan. So 1st Fleet has 1 Excalibur, 1 Invincible. Let's add an Excalibur to this fleet. 2 fleets still need 9 ships. What fleet still needs ships? Are you thinking 10th Fleet needs ships? Yes, you're thinking 10th Fleet needs ships. Never mind. 10th Fleet is going away. And I have lost track of Vlur. Hopefully I would get a message when he comes back into my territory. He was over around here. But I think Vlur is using gateways, so he can jump quite a bit. It's entirely possible somebody destroyed Vlur and I did not get a message about it. I was unable to locate him looking around.
Research concluded.
We have high density munitions 9 for kinetic weapon damage. Are now working on heat recyclers 4 for strike craft attack speed. We'll go back to Pash being in here. And next month when I do my maintenance, I can get started on another habitat. Hazar broke off their commercial pact with the Darbalans. Now that we have full control of that system, I think I can actually move these immature specimens back to assisting in bombardment over here with the absolute mess that is our fleets. We're getting them down. They have a lot of defenders. They have a Xenocast. Oh. High health, they have Xenomorph armies on the planet. That's the one I'd like to bombard the crap out of, personally. But so be it. Hazar built another gateway. Yeah, we fully control... League of Brian States built a gateway. We fully control every system except for their capital. And we are working on that. No luck on the slots again. The Bronze Age aliens of Nunis 3 have advanced sufficiently in their use of metallurgy to be considered an Iron Age civilization. The tools and weapons they make use of are becoming more effective. And the architecture of their cities has become more elaborate. Their civilization has now spread to cover most of the planet, and some of the largest cities are home to nearly 1 million individuals. So the Tebrans, let's see how they have changed. They are fanatic militarist and materialist. They are a feudal realm right now. And you see how long it takes for the primitive civilizations to actually advance. Because they just went from Bronze Age, it's been nearly 200 years into the game. It takes 50 to 250 years, I think, for every advancement. And most of these others have not advanced. Yeah, we have another Bronze Age there. This is Iron Age. We have 2 more in our territory, don't we? We have the Machine Age ones. And I guess we only had 3. I could have sworn I had 4. Let's go back and look at our observation post. Nope, we only have 3. And we haven't gotten an event from them in a while. Just like we haven't gotten a newsletter from the artisan troop in a long while. The Awoken actually have a constructor finally. I just noticed that they had actually built a mining station around the star here and these mining stations. They do not have a science ship that I see right now. Yes, they do. They finally have a science ship out exploring. Yeah, they are now surveying systems over that way, so it is quite possible they will start to expand soon. They could jump through these systems and claim them. Policius mandate, I sent some minerals to just to offload them because I was getting close to cap. It also boosts our relations a little bit. Now, once I get a little bit more relations with them, let's see, what is my current threshold? I need 300, so I need about 60 more relations with them. I can actually try forming a commercial pact with them. And maybe that will help sway their ideologies. That's why I'm working on some of the other people's subjects, trying to see what I can do for them to help sway them so that we get less penalty to cohesion for our alliance from diverse ethics opposing ethics. I'm probably going to be alternating with my influence. I will do something, I will do a habitat, and then the next time I accumulate enough influence, I will do something for diplomacy. And keep swapping back and forth. So for this one, Garanshu have a gateway. For this one, I am going to be trying to get the League of Phemisto as a protectorate. And then the next 150 I get will be another habitat going under construction. At least it was a positive one. Through hard work and experience, scientist Torba Tulis has developed new skills. They are now an expert in propulsion. So that one gets 20% to propulsion, just like Vash. And I believe Torba is younger than Vash. So that will be the one I turn to when Vash is gone. We still haven't managed to crack this world, it doesn't appear. Oh, they actually did start landing here. We do have assault armies as well, but it looks like the one of our allies beat us to it. So while they're all doing that, we can send first... which one planet are they bombarding? They're bombarding the core, but the core has actually got troops on it. So we will take all of our fleets. Got a little bit of lag here because of all the ships when I'm selecting these, and tell them to start bombarding Boundary instead. It's a little bit tougher nut to crack because they've been building troops there. And 10th Fleet has made it to Faranis Black Hole, so I can scrap them. Yeah, my armies have landed on the core now. Or at least it says they're landing on the core. I don't see any of my actual armies here. These are all allied armies. Sea Spray. I think that's going to be League of Brian States. Yeah, I can see what the army composition is, but it doesn't tell me who actually leads the army. But we are very laggy there. And that's just because of graphics, not because of processing. It's just so many ships they're trying to render. Alright, the Polysimus Mandate accepted a gift of a lot of alloys. That pushed us up to the next tier, so I can attempt a commercial pact with him. The Oba accepted minerals. We already have a relation with them, a trade deal, I believe, but I just wanted to offload my minerals somewhere. None of my vassals were interested in them. They accepted, and we are giving them a lot more benefit than they are giving us, but like I said, I'm doing this more to help out my allies than to benefit off of them. I wish I could keep that screen up, and oh, I can. Good. Is that one of my troops? Yes, that's a mercenary army from the Church has finally showed in. Apparently we are up here in reserve somewhere. Their xenomorphs are on reserve. Oh, there goes my troops. I think they got killed rather than withdrew. We have earned a favor with the Ivzorak, despite the fact we are rivals. So yeah, I'm not sure what troop I ended up losing. It was probably one of the mercenary armies. I think I had 8 originally, now I have 7. I think they were actually lost. It's really difficult because of the color scheme, how they just gray out the people here to tell if any of the ones over here disengaged are mine. The UI in certain areas could use a lot of improvement. Like this one, they could have it listed in alphabetical order. They could make it where you could search for species and stuff a lot better. They could improve the UI for colony ships a lot more. There's a lot of improvement that could be done to the default UI. We actually managed to get one more minor artifact, this time on the slots, so I'm up to 10. At this rate, we've been averaging about 1 a year. It'll be just about the 26th century by the time we get enough minor artifacts to upgrade the Mega Art installation its final bit. The Ring World is about to be completed, and we can start upgrading 2 sections at once on it. When we get this Ring World up, this is probably going to end up being industrial, which will dip highly into my mineral output. So I think I do need to go back to prioritizing mineral or mining habitats for my next few. Unfortunately, that's a moon. I can't build a habitat over it. So there are no mining habitats I can do in the caravan system. Let's actually just go back to where I've got the hotkeys for them down here. Why am I doing it this way? So this is the one building in Yilon. I was going to be building a industrial one. The Susquehanna is set up for refineries. The Atlantic is set up in Caravan. Since I do already have 1 refinery here, and actually 2 refineries, I would only need 1 more refinery. I could put another industrial here. The Pacific is in Lawam. This one also, I think, could have room for an industrial. It'll have 2 of each type and 1 spare planet. The Amazon is in the Sol system. There's no mining habitats I can do here. The Sahara is in the Limsa system. No mining habitats here. That's a reactor. I think I may relocate this one. Though, I think this one was here. Yeah, I think I may relocate this one. I do have a mining habitat already here. But I may relocate from Limsa to someplace else where I could do mining. Sirius is a possibility. Nope, that's a moon. No mining there. This is a possibility. Yeah, there's mining. I could do 2 mining habitats in this system. So let's move away from Limsa for now and relocate here to get ready to do a mining colony here. It'll take about 2 months to get there. I would have the influence for another habitat next month. I can go ahead and next month give it the order to go there and finish building the habitat.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We have Nerve Dampeners 9 for Army Health, and are now working on Administrative Efficiency 6 for Monthly Unity. And I do not believe I have anyone else to swap out here, because he would only get 15%. She gets 15% right off the bat to anything. She just gets more to biology. So yeah, I'm running low on my experts, basically. And I should be watching to see if any more of my troops are getting involved in this. We've got them down to only 2 reserves. The skeletal frame of the ring world we are building in the Tiastador system has finally been completed. Although there is still much left to do, the mere completion of this metal skeleton, which has a circumference of nearly 1 billion kilometers, must be considered an incredible feat of engineering. We are now ready to start work on creating the actual habitats. Well, let's just start with Ringworld Section A. And as you see, it didn't get rid of the asteroids, but it got rid of the asteroid field. So the asteroids are still present here. That may be a glitch. I'm not sure. So it only takes 1 upgrade for each of these to be fully complete. We'll get A and B up and running in about 5 years. I will go ahead and tell the mega shipyard to churn out 2 colony ships. And we do have people who have Ringworld as a preferred habitat. If I can recognize the symbol fairly quickly scrolling down through here. There's a habitat preference. Yeah, a way to sort this list would be amazing. There, I think I just passed it. Ringworld preference, the Rien. So we will create a ship of them. Actually, we will create 2 ships of them if I can find them again. I should have memorized the location that they were at, because I think it was sheer luck I stumbled across them. There they are. Half Gagassi. There's another one that is Ringworld preference. So we'll get 2 more colony ships churned out and then send them here. Even though it will be a while before they're needed, I want them in position. The maintenance cost is not that drastic for us. Oh boy. Governor Jumani Onabanjo has become more experienced, but with this experience has come an increasing stubbornness. The governor has become quite obdurate and is having difficulty accepting new ideas. So he's going to be earning less experience. Well, that's not that bad. It's a synthetic. It's my synthetic governor is earning experience at a slower rate. Alright, can I... Nope, it still got rid of that. I was kind of hoping to keep that up while I gave the constructor its orders to build a habitat here. Oh! Wait a second. Cancel that. That's right. I wasn't saving up for another habitat just yet. I was saving up to do a diplomatic action, which would be to offer the League of Themisto. Oh, I can't. We're at war. That's right. I have to wait until we are at peace to be able to propose the subjugation. But still, I can let the stuff be banked. I do not know how quickly this war might end. We are getting close to getting their war exhaustion up. But yes, for now I will just let the stuff bank. They're down to one reserve, and it's the xenomorphs, the really difficult one, that I hope that when they come in, they all focus. Alright, they brought some blueprints along with the alloys, so we got a chunk of physics research. The xenomorphs are in.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Our side is going to be taking losses heavier because the xenomorphs do a lot of damage. We have completed Shield Harmonics 8 for more shield hit points, and are now working on Shield Harmonics 9 for even more, so I don't need to change out the scientist just yet. Which also reminds me, we are probably fairly close to a new election for our organization here, Galactic Technologist Alliance. Let's actually check. One more year. Yeah, we have one more year before our next election cycle. Oh, they took out the xenomorph pretty quickly. I'm actually happy for that. Now that they're disengaged, they won't be doing a lot of damage, and we're starting to outnumber them. These two are about to disengage or die, and this fight is almost over. I did end up spending a little bit of influence upgrading a few habitats and starting construction of the hyper relay here in Terminal Egress to start connecting to Asgard, and then eventually to these other two systems that I have habitats in.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Heat Recyclers 4 is completed for Strikecraft attack speed. We are now working on Synchronized Firing Patterns 4 for defense platform damage. I suppose since I can't get the Darbalins in here while we're at war, what I could do is do some more claims around here to take some more colonies away from them. I think it needs 120 to claim any of these others. So when I get up to 120, I'll do that. I did a lot of playing of the slots this time around. I ended up winning about 50,000 energy credits that I just turned around and kept dumping into caravan coins. I got 10,000 at least 3 times, and I got 1,000 a bunch of times. And I did not end up getting any minor artifacts out of all of that effort. And I also ended up selling some food. I couldn't find anybody interested in food at this point, so now surplus food is just going to be converted to energy credits, which will be converted to caravan coins, which will allow me to proceed onward, trying to get my minor artifacts. So that planet has fallen. We are now bombarding their last colony here. Senate is now in session for minor research sanctions. Looks like it's going to fail. There are a lot of opponents, but we have 4 years before we have to worry about it, and then hopefully we can get it passed. See, where are the Awoken voting? There. So yeah, they actually do have their independent diplomacy finally. But yes, I do want all of the sanctions. The Awoken agreed to the little bit of minerals I gave them. The Darblin liked the huge gift of minerals I gave them. Which reminds me, I should have checked from there. Yeah, we still have a commercial pact and a research agreement with them. Next month, I should be able to extend my claims in their territory. I will probably grab Rent Bikun. That should extend how long it takes for us to achieve the war goals again. So I am dragging this war out and just punishing the Zakplot vestige for the most part. Now my next 150 will go to a habitat. The extra Titan I was constructing is almost done. Still no minor artifacts. Says the state of Hasuk was happy with the minerals I gifted them. Even though they are the subject of the Commonwealth of Man, I still would like to be on friendly relations with them. The Titan will be in our fleet in 3 months. Actually closer to 4. It's going to have a little bit of transit time to get to the fleet after it appears in the system. I started upgrading my last habitat that was not level 3 here, Mjolnir. This one still hasn't even hit level 2 yet. So all of my mining habitats, except for the newest one, should be able to get the full allotment of districts. But that takes about 4 years for the upgrades. So I may not need to prioritize the mining habitats. I could go back to just doing the different ones, because I will have more mining coming up, but I have to consider also the fact you develop new skills. Intellectual. What are you governor of? Terminal egress. Well, that will help out when I actually get research stations in there. And there will be quite a few because of the nanite resources. I believe they unlock research habitats. I have to consider the fact that I will eventually be losing Square. And Square provides a significant amount of minerals for me. Well, right now it's only providing about 250. So that's not as much as I thought. But I also have not been developing this because there is no immigration here. No species I have can immigrate here. Only ones can be built. So I'm not worried about keeping the available jobs open. I'm going to wait until it needs jobs before I add more districts. And I could probably shift these housing districts. That's one thing I could do, is shift them over to mining, which would push my clerks to be... because my clerks are only providing a grand total of... how many amenities? 46? Well, most of that's coming from the entertainers. Yeah, they're providing 40. I'm only getting about like 6 or so. Well, 5. I'm getting about 10 from these guys. So yeah, I could shift the housing districts over to mining districts. That is one thing I could be doing. just to make this a full-on mining world for the most part, because I don't really need the housing so much. I've got plenty of available housing. Just start shifting it over, and I can go ahead and unfavorite that. Shifting it over so that I have more miners. I'm basically exploiting that machine world, honestly. I am planning on losing it. Who is that? The Darblins and the Gronshu are finally surveying this system. And I guess because it was unsurveyed, they couldn't claim it. So as soon as one of those two finishes their surveys, I'm going to lose square. I can go ahead and get started on a hyper relay here. And then move to Asgard. And after I get the one in Asgard, I have Istrum and Kazabius, and then I will have all the hyper relays I need in this area right now. And I believe I've already gotten all the ones I need outside of that area. Yes, I did finally get the one in Vum. I do need the one in Caravan. And I do not believe I have any other area with habitats that is not connected at the moment. Yeah, so after I get the one in Caravan, the one in Istrum and Kazabius, I might go ahead and put one in Yinin as well. But I could wait on that as well. And when I do get more starbase capacity, which will be in about a year, I think I want to actually put them over some of my colonies instead. And I will just build a gateway here in Asgard to deal with the fact that there's... Well, I could go ahead and put one right here. But, I mean, this system, at most it'll have habitats. Yeah, we could go ahead and put one, say, here, and one in Istrum. And that would get a line leading back to terminal egress, so we wouldn't have piracy. And I'm not really going to get any more, though I could build over my limit at some point, because it's not going to be that big on maintenance, honestly. Right now, my stations are consuming, or my star bases are consuming about 1,000 energy credits. And that's it. All they're consuming is energy credits. Energy credits are the one I have the least issues with. So yeah, I could build over my limit whenever I really felt like it. And there's always an edict I could run, fortify the border, that would add 2 more capacity and speed up how quickly they upgrade. I could go ahead and start running that now. And go ahead and get started on upgrading this one so that I will not have piracy. And that would leave me 2 more when I get the Strategic Coordination Center built. Let's see, I still have 1 more now. Yeah, let's do Kazabius. Let's just fill the L cluster with star bases.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
We've completed Shield Harmonics 9 for shield hit points. Are now working on Applied Superconductivity 10 for energy credits from jobs. We'll be getting 2 others during the year. Elon 3 habitat is complete and ready for colonization. There's a colony ship in orbit. The Crystal Palace 2. No, don't follow the ship. Colonize the planet.
Colony establishment has begun.
Be about 8 months, 7 to 8 months before that colony is up and running. And it is going to be a factory habitat. Hazar built another gateway. We need to renew our deal with the Artisan Troop, which is actually not providing us anything other than the monthly Unity at this point. They are not offering us newsletters. It's a 10-year deal. I think I'm actually going to drop it for 5 years. Now that 10% monthly Unity would be nice, but I can do without it for 5 years. I'm just going to drop it for a full 5 years before I resume patronage to see if that resets the fact that they're not sending me newsletters. And it has been another 5 years. So we'll call this an episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.